Alright, we are back once again, and we are now playing games. Welcome back to Jamie Reviews. I am Jameson Michael, and I am excited to get back into the New Balance running world of shoes. Now, today's review is brought to you by Running Rabbit. They provided some fire apparel for our videos, and they're helping us make it possible to give you guys more reviews. So be sure to check out the links down below to support those who help support us. So last year's Beacon was probably the sleeper of the year, but it seemed like once the word got out, the shoe became a favorite amongst so many runners and joggers alike. But now, we the people have expectations. The bar is set higher. We want a shoe that's worthwhile. So let's stop the chit chat and get right into it. This is my review of the New Balance Fresh Foam Beacon 2. So right off the bat, the upper looks all kinds of different. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very skeptical when I first saw it. So let me just put you at ease. The upper is fine. We still got a fairly open breathable mesh through the toe box and around the midfoot. The fit is similar to last year's shoe in that it's fairly accommodating, but still secure enough to be an all-around shoe. It's around the heel and the sides of the shoe where things get interesting. You have this molded mesh material that cups around the heel that flares up and outward to be somewhat of a heel tab. And I'm just gonna say what we're all thinking. This heel design reminds me of the Nike Pegasus, which isn't a bad thing, I'm just saying. I will say that the material didn't feel very noticeable, which for me is a good thing. And I didn't have any issues with the heel as far as slipping. And the upper just felt light and breathable. I would even go as far as saying that this is a better upper than last year's in every single way. And I think New Balance seems to be holding it down when it comes to these fantastic uppers this year, including the Beacon. So in the words of the world's most annoying DJ, New Balance, I think you got another one. The midsole uses fresh foam ground contact. It's one of those foams that is initially soft, but never too sloppy. It's firmer than what you would get in the New Balance 1080, but softer than what you would get in the New Balance Dante. It's somewhere in that middle, which is why it's a great shoe. It feels the exact same as last year's shoe. Responsiveness is decent for the amount of cushion that you get, and I think it can be used for a variety of road running scenarios. For many, it will be their everyday running shoe. For some, it may be something that can be worn for a longer race, when you want some cushioning that a racing shoe doesn't quite have. The Beacon 2 has a very inclusive ride, meaning it's a very easy shoe to recommend, regardless of your running experience, or in my case, elite jogging. The ride is smooth, cushioned, and light. So yeah, I like it. Now as far as the outsole, it's kinda just not. As in there's not much going on. Now the midsole is fresh foam ground contact, meaning that it's more rubberized to withstand some road running scenarios, and providing traction. And I will say that on roads, it's fine. And in wet roads, it's actually not too shabby. But on grassy areas, not so much. It's okay, just not great. And if you're someone who likes to have that extra security of knowing your shoe is protected, then this ain't it. Typically, I would prefer some more rubber, but the Beacon 2 is so light. So I get it. You can't have it all, but the outsole has to be the weakest point in this shoe. So the New Balance Beacon 2 for me is a hit. And here we are midway through the year, and I think New Balance has arguably 3 shoes in the top 10. I mean, so far we got the Zante, the Rebel, and now the Beacon 2. This shoe is pretty solid. If you like lightweight shoes that still provides the cushioning for just about any run, then this is probably for you. And maybe someone else will have more negatives to say about this shoe. So please let me know in the comment section. But as far as for me, I think we got one.
Outstanding.
I was remembering that one time we were going for a run and I said don't trip, and then 2 minutes later you tripped. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
It was really funny. We were on the green belt.
I don't remember, I don't recall.
I think you do.
I don't recall.
I see, yes you do.
Welcome back to the channel. This is the post-review review. For those who don't know, this is Megan. She's actually an OG of the channel.
I was part of it before it was cool. So all you other bandwagon riders, I am original. I was there before it was cool. Claim to fame.
Yeah, you were there back when we had the iPhone 5.
Yes.
Now we got like cameras and lights
now
and
it's
microphones and this light up.
special.
Hey, second camera, two angles.
Spiffy.
But today we're here to talk about the Beacon 2. The Beacon 2 for me, as I said in my review, it is everything the Beacon 1 was, but a little bit better. And I like that because sometimes brands make shoes that were good and they make a sequel and it sucks. And I won't say Asics this time because that was rude.
I think you just said it.
This was
again.
no.
Anyways, I have ran in the first Beacons. I ran actually 2 pairs of them. They held out pretty well for me. It's a really nice, cushiony shoe, but it stays nice and light. So I'm really excited for the Beacon 2s and really happy that I got to try them on and go for a run in them today. I think they're just as good as the Beacon ones and better. I like what they did with the heel. They took some of the padding out of the back, so the shoe feels to me a little bit lighter. I love that it has such a wide toe box. Gives my feet that nice room to spread out and be happy.
I like wide toe boxes.
Yes.
So I'm known for complaining about toe boxes being too narrow.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yes, me too.
Okay, so I'm glad we have another person to...
I don't like squishy toes or squished toes.
Yeah,
free the toes.
hashtag free the toes.
Free them. And then narrow heel, too. The narrow heel is nice because then it just kind of grips your foot. Keeps it in there.
Keeps it in. That's important.
Yeah.
No heel slippage. I know the heel flaring out scared people. They're like, oh my gosh, they ruined it. My heel's gonna be flaring out and coming out. Not me. My pair. I'm like, I'm in there.
My heel felt pretty secure in there, and I really like the upper. It's really nice and breathable. It's hot out here in Texas, in Austin.
I'm out here.
Oh yeah. Calm down. Okay, so it feels really good out here because it's nice and breathable, and so there's the original Beacon. You can see that I've made some extra breathing holes in there because I have wide feet, and that's what happens sometimes. But I probably put about I don't know, 300-400 miles on that shoe, so it's held up pretty good. Pretty happy with it.
Yeah, and the sole's the exact same. They just copied and pasted the sole and just put a new upper on there. But sometimes that's all you want. You don't want to change. If it works, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it yet. Don't be like some brands.
No.
Asics and Dynaflight.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Dynaflight 3s?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're not that good.
I had the first ones.
I had the first ones. I like the first ones for the most part.
They're a little narrow in the toe box. Not unlike these ones. These are not narrow. These feel good.
The Dynaflight one got hot to me. Like the material got hot.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, okay, you fixed that. You're good.
Good.
Maybe a little wider, a little lighter on the top.
Yeah.
No. But that's Asics there. So my new thing is making Asics great again.
Ah. Smart.
Yeah.
It's like a catchphrase or something.
Yeah, it's like, gets me in trouble though. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I just feel like it's just a thing. Oh, before we go, we gotta thank the sponsor of this video, Run and Rabbit. They supplied the apparel that you see Megan wearing. She has the crop top. I had the tank in the last video. So they're supporting the channel, guys. So like I always say, support those who support us, because without them, we can't make epic videos and Beacon 2s, and she charges a lot to be a model. Like,
yes,
I gotta pay $100 for each ab.
Yeah,
that's $600. That's a lot of cash that I ain't got. But yeah,
I wish. Where's this money?
But yes, links will be down below. If you want to check out the Beacon 2, there will links be down below. Also, runningwarehouse.com. Of course, it helps support us a little bit, not a lot, but every little bit counts, so I appreciate it. So yeah, with that said, as I always say, be sure to stay in school, don't do drugs, and if you can, keep it tight.
What, the shoe? Like the shoelaces?
No, in life. So keep it tight. It means to stay true to yourself. A lot of things, scenarios in the world happens. It's like, you know what? Stay close to who you are as a person.
Yes, you do that.
So keep it tight.
Keep it tight. But don't tighten your shoelaces too much, because then you'll cut off blood circulation. Sorry.
It kind of helps the flow of watching it. It's like, oh, we're still recording. What's up, guys? You know, it's your boy
Yeah.
Michael here today with a brand new review. We got the Beacon 2.
The Beacon.
It's like 7 ounces, 6mm drop. You know, people like high drops, low drops, high drops, low drops. Doesn't matter what kind of drop
It's
you
in the
are.
middle.
Make it drop like it's hot. Drop it like it's hard.
Drop it.
Drop it. Just don't slap it. Just whip. Did you whip it?
Drop, Mike. Mike. Drop.
Want to see me juggle?
Yes. Want to see me juggle? Woo!
Yes.
Before I had like everyone and
Before it was hip. Before it was cool. Can I say I was not on the bandwagon? I was before the bandwagon. Okay, continue.
What time is it?
Time for you to say you're awesome. Yes.
And with that said, let's get right into the shoe. Dude, I hate when they change it and it just gets worse, and it happens a lot. Asics, but we're gonna go with this one.
Ta-da!
Oh, you're talented in other things. Because we're about the POP, the power of positivity.
Power positive.
That's our motto here at Jamie Reviews.
We're going to try this again?
Yep,
Okay. I gotta figure.
I'm ready. Oh, oh. Good job.
Yeah?
Nope,
No?
it's no good. Which one's better?
Well, obviously I like the new one better because it's brand new and it's lighter and improved.
If they should like click the links down below to pre-order their pair off of runningwarehouse.com and use the discount code 10% off your purchase. Some exclusions apply. I'll put you. I use all my footage. I put nothing to waste.